my name is Grace Valaga. I'm a freshman here at Oklahoma State University, and my major is in nutritional science.
Hi, I'm Abby Sutherland. I'm a freshman here at OSU, and my major is human development and family science.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Griffith. I'm a sophomore here at OSU, and my major is elementary education.
Hey there, my name is Scott Wazierski. I'm a sophomore here at OK State, and I'm an MIS major.
What's up? I'm Matt McTighe. I'm a freshman major in sports management. And today my group is going to tell you on why selling alcohol in stadiums can have a major impact on a college university. Many of us have felt the rush of OSU's football season before. The majority of us have been in the stands cheering on our favorite college team. But we all know the excitement that the football season can bring, but it can also bring along some irresponsibility due to excessive drinking. According to a CBS Sports article and video from 2016, there's approximately 40 schools that offer beer to the general public at their college football stadiums. That is only 40 of the 128 college D1 football universities that have decided to sell alcohol at their stadiums. When colleges decide to sell alcohol at college events, the schools not only make more profit, but they also lower the risk of people entering the game too intoxicated. As college students, we have first-hand experience of the effects that game day can bring to some fans around the stadium. With the experience that we have on this topic, we feel we are well suited to talk about the problem that is binge drinking and how it can be resolved. Today we'll be telling you why alcohol needs to be sold in college stadiums. According to an article by McMurdy in 2014, the binge drinking rate among college students has hovered above 40% for 2 decades, and signs are that partying is getting even harder. With this consistent problem, we need to admit alcohol sales in college stadiums to stop it. With this, there would be more profit for the university, there would be higher attendance at games, and it would keep fans from participating in potentially dangerous activities before the game just to get a buzz on. You might think that selling alcohol during sporting events is a problem within itself, but there's actually a great need for it. We will take a look at how this problem is affecting students and fans in the instead.
I'm ready for some sports, man. Just gotta get there first.
You know what? There is a problem. According to OSU Athletics Department alcohol policy, possession or consumption of alcohol in the general seating areas of Boone Pickens Stadium is prohibited. This is causing students to binge drink before they enter games, and some don't even show up at all. According to a 2011 pregame tailgating study, 90% of people surveyed drank alcohol, and of those 90%, 20% were over the legal limit.
You know, I understand what you're saying. Me working out here, I've worked at many tailgates, and I see students binge drinking all the time, playing beer games like beer pong and shotgunning and some kind of slapping the bag, I don't know. It is a problem. They're getting way too drunk before games. It's hurting their health, it's hurting the university, and it's causing a lot of issues. Well, if you think this is such a problem, then what do you think we should do to fix it?
Well, my friends and I recommend that Oklahoma State start a trial run of selling alcohol at events. And make it small, just beer, because it's the slowest absorbing alcohol of all. And other schools have successfully implemented this policy, and my friends will go into more detail about that. You know what? This really is a big problem for all students and faculty and everyone sitting in a speech class on Tuesday morning. It's causing attendance problems at all our games because people just want to stay outside and drink. Then they don't have to binge drink, and, well, they just never go inside the game, and our attendance is going down. Or they even stay at home and drink.
Oh, did you see that sick move?
That was awesome.
Hey, do you have anything like alcohol? Like, I'm just dying of thirst right now.
Yeah, actually I do. Here you go.
Sweet.
Hey, sir, what is that?
Nothing.
Doesn't look like anything we sell here. Let me have that. Whoa! Definitely not water. Come on, you're gonna have to come with me. Down the stairs here. I'm going out of the game. Too drunk. Get up over here. Over here, up against the wall. Hands behind your back. Okay, Miranda writes. Right, we're gonna go right over here to the jail. Congrats. Maybe next time you'll do better. Not get drunk before the game.
Sadly, Jonathan was detained, and his parents had to pay a fine of $250 for being too drunk before getting into the game.
With the consistent problems that pre-gaming has produced, we must recognize the solution that our group has come up with in the satisfaction study. So, Officer Sutherland, how do you think that allowing alcohol in stadiums will be beneficial to students, but also to OSU?
Well, currently there's a lot of students participating in pre-gaming before games while they're tailgating. So what they're doing is they're excessively drinking before the game and becoming extremely intoxicated and vulnerable, and it's just giving us a bad reputation as a whole. According to the article, Drinking Before Drinking, Pre-Gaming and Drinking Games and Mandated Students, of the 112 students included in these focus groups, 72 or 64% had engaged in pre-gaming before a sporting event in the past 2 weeks. For most students, the purpose of pre-gaming was to become extremely intoxicated, often quickly. That's according to an article in 2007. Allowing alcohol in the stadiums will help increase the fan participation we have in our sporting events, and people will choose to attend the games more than just staying outside and tailgating because they can be able to drink in here and not out there where they're just doing it really fast. This idea allows universities to be saved from things like suing or incidents to where they get policies against them, and it keeps them from having a bad reputation.
So, these statistics are interesting, but how would you suppose that we implement a safe way for students to drink inside the stadiums?
Well, currently there is one way to do this, and it's called the wristband system. So what would happen is a person would have a wristband on. When they come in the game, a worker at the stadium would put it on to ensure that it was put on safely by them and they were not being sold elsewhere or given to anyone elsewhere. And this wristband would have 3 tabs on it, so that would allow people to get 3 alcoholic beverages during the game. And each time they go up to the concession stand to buy a new alcohol purchase, they would get one tab taken off to show that that was one of their drinks. And that would allow drinking, but not binge drinking, which would be better for our students.
Very interesting. Well, thank you for sharing your ideas with me.
No problem.
Here is a visual example of how the wristband system would work.
I think we go get some liquid courage.
Okay.
Can I please have a beer charged to my Bursar account?
Is your ID, please?
Sure. There you go.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Are you ready for the game?
I am. I'm ready to have a safe experience with a little buzz at the basketball game.
Whit Babcock, the athletic director at Virginia Tech, studied how selling alcohol was a success at the University of Cincinnati by using the wristband system. His study was written about in an article by Dan Wilkin and stated, "In my 2.5 years there, we didn't have any alcohol-related incidents, so it worked," Babcock said. "It opened my eyes that it could be done in a responsible way," posted in 2014. This will not allow the fans to get highly intoxicated during the game, but it will allow them to drink at the actual game rather than binge drinking excessively before the game or during tailgating.
Hi guys, it's Grace, and today I have my friend Allie, and she's going to tell her first-hand experience story of her friend smuggling alcohol into BPS.
My first-hand experience of alcohol being banned at Boone Pickens would be my roommate binge drinking before the game, and then smuggling in a flask in her bra, pouring that into a drink for pregame, and about halftime she was pretty drunk. Her little feet was moving faster than her drunk body, and she flew down a flight of concrete steps face first, this causing her to have a chipped tooth, blood everywhere, crying for her mother. Yeah, it's a fun time.
It's pretty bad. So after hearing your story about your roommate, I'm wondering what your thoughts are about having alcohol allowed in stadiums such as Boone Pickens and Gallagher-Iba.
I think that alcohol should be allowed if it is in a controlled manner because it will decrease the smuggling of alcohol, the binge drinking before games, and also will decrease the arrest for public intoxication.
Thank you for your time.
You see that dunk?
No, bro.
No.
What are you talking about? Go Pokes.
Ooh.
This game is so much fun. I'm loving it.
It's so exciting.
Yeah! Oh man! See that dunk?
That was crazy.
West Virginia is one of the first universities to start selling alcohol in stadiums. According to Dan Walken, West Virginia first started selling alcohol in football games in 2011, which resulted in upwards of $500,000 in revenue, while seeing fewer incidents of rowdy fan behavior related to binge drinking outside of the stadiums. In 2014, Southern Methodist University, SMU, started selling alcohol at football games by implementing the wristband with 3 pull tabs, according to Monstez 2014. SMU did a trial run at their basketball games by using the wristband method to see how well alcohol sales would do and how it would affect the students, according to Monstez 2014. The trial run resulted in a high profit and no alcohol-related arrests, which led to the decision of implementing alcohol sales at football games, according to Monstez 2014. Considering how well SMU did during their trial run, it is safe to say that they saw an increase in profit and a decrease of number of alcohol-related arrests at their football games. Many people might believe that selling alcohol in the stadiums won't stop the binge drinking, but this is not the case. Many students binge drink before a game because they know that they will not be able to buy drinks in the stadium so that they can have a buzz throughout the game. According to Jenny Carlson, in 2011, the West Virginia campus police reported a 35% drop in arrests after the university started selling alcohol at their football games, 2015. According to Beer and Ball on Campus, the issue of in-stadium alcohol sales, fans always find ways to drink alcohol in stadiums, which includes sneaking it in, according to Mitchell and Montgomery, 2015. For the most part, this can be stopped if fans knew they could buy alcohol in the stadium. By selling alcohol at football games, students will be less likely to binge drink and less likely to sneak in alcohol, which will help cut down on game day incidents. Now that we have seen how schools have implemented this practice, let's compare how Boone Pickens Stadium would do with and without alcohol sales.
College campuses are continually plagued by instances where students make rash decisions, which can lead to alcohol-related injuries or in some cases death. According to a collaborative study conducted by the U.S. Library of Medicine and the National Institute of Health, over 1,800 students ages 18 to 24 die each year from alcohol-related injuries. If we can prevent just one of these deaths by allowing alcohol in stadiums, then it's all worth it. If we do not give students this option, they will continue to believe that they need to be belligerently drunk when they enter a stadium or an arena. This will result in accidents such as falling down the stairs or passing out from heat exhaustion. These are both preventable occurrences that have a simple solution. Allowing alcohol to be sold in stadiums such as Boone Pickens not only greatly reduces the chances that someone will be hurt, but it also gives the school more opportunity for them to open up their stadium to public events such as concerts. According to an article conducted at the University of Pennsylvania, the athletic director explains, the idea of having additional events at Beaver Stadium is around getting the most out of a tremendous asset. Why should it only be 7 times a year? While comparing the positive scenario that comes from allowing alcohol in stadiums versus the negative possibilities, the answer becomes clear. Now that you've seen how our future will look with or without implementing this solution, we will conclude with a wrap-up of everything that we learned today.
After we researched the positives and negatives to this problem, my group members and I came up with a solution that we believe fulfills the wants and needs of the students, faculty, fans here at Oklahoma State University, as well as other universities around the nation. Today you learned about the problem of binge drinking that happens before the games, that not only puts the people who take part in this dangerous activity, but the fans as well, in an unsafe and uncomfortable environment. We can all benefit by having alcohol served at the games, not only for the people who are of age to take part in these activities, but those of us who are not can feel like we are in a more controlled, safer environment. Kevin Kennelly with the Shreveport Times stated in 2015 that the safety will come with a decrease in binge drinking that normally happens at the tailgating activities. Since the beer will be sold at the games, there will be fewer fans that are trying to sneak in with a liquor that has a high alcohol content. Once inside the stadium, the fans will be able to enjoy what's been a tradition with sports by having a limit placed on how many cups can be purchased with each trip to the concession stand, according to Dodd in 2016. We challenge you to take the steps to pass this problem-solving solution by contacting or visiting the people who have the power to implement this service. First, visit Burns Hargis, whose office is located in 107 Whitehurst Building. Second, have a chat with Dave Martin, who is the athletic director here at Oklahoma State University. You can reach him by contacting the Department of Athletics. And lastly, talk to your classmates to spread the word to the entire student body. We'll leave you with this. Let's realize that we can benefit tremendously if action is taken place to support the safe practices that are happening inside the stadiums to take over the practices that are happening before the games. The selling of alcohol can be a great revenue for Oklahoma State University, while having the fans enjoy the game more and keeping them in a safe manner. Let's be the generation that gets Boone Pickens rocking louder and Gallagher-Iba rowdier than ever before. Go Pokes!
Go Pokes!